Now, in the past, I've given Samson a lot of credit for being a busy bodybuilder. He gets out there and he competes. He competes often. You are watching Muscle Central. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, we are under 3 weeks from the Mr. Olympia. In a few days, Samson Dauda will be stepping on stage to compete in France. There's a pro show there. It's not an Olympia qualifier for this year's Olympia. It's an Olympia qualifier for next year's Olympia. 2 weeks, it'll be 2 weeks from that show that he will be set to step on stage at the Olympia. Now, in the past, I've given Samson a lot of credit for being a busy bodybuilder. He gets out there and he competes. He competes often. He's been qualified for the Olympia and he still competes. You're a pro, aren't you supposed to compete in bodybuilding shows? I've always given credit for that. This show is the biggest show in bodybuilding, and there are a substantial amount of people picking Samson for the win, and he is. Whether I think he's winning this year or not is another story, but he is a contender for the title, any way you look at it. 2 weeks before the biggest show in bodybuilding, there are people out there, and not just fans, there are people in the industry that have you pegged as a possible winner this year. Would you want to put that extra stress on the body under these circumstances, considering the situation? The Olympia is 2 weeks away. I know in the past, when the bodybuilders were typically a lot more, not competitive, when they typically competed a lot more, they would compete shortly before the Olympia, then be on stage at the Olympia, then be doing shows right after, usually the European tour. But Samson is one that's also has issues with conditioning. Yes, he has improved his conditioning along the way, but he still has a little way to go to have the conditioning that he needs to have and he should have when he's stepping on stage at the biggest show in bodybuilding, the Mr. Olympia. Like I said, when he's stepping on stage at this France show, he'll be 2 weeks away from the Olympia. In my opinion, I would think the best thing to be doing would be to be in the United States 2 or even 3 weeks before the Olympia. There's all any adjustments from the traveling would all be done. The climate is different. The climate is different from where you live in the UK to here. You want your body to get completely assimilated. Remember, this is the biggest show of bodybuilding. You want to be Mr. Olympia. Why don't you get yourself to Las Vegas 2-3 weeks ahead of time so you just relax and cruise into the show. I'm sure if you contacted Milos, he'd put you up for a few weeks. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Milos lives in Las Vegas. It will be interesting to see him on stage in France. We can get an idea of how he might look when he steps on stage at the Olympia. But will it work? Is it going to work to his advantage? Or is it going to work to his disadvantage? Like I said, he has some issues with really nailing the conditioning. Maybe it would have been much better instead of putting the extra stress on the body, just getting here early, relaxing, getting adjusted, and just roll on nice and smoothly into the Olympia. Okay, that's my opinion on everything. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.